Hi, I'm Steve Easton. This is the Good Time Garage, and today I'm going to show you my pride and joy. It's a car I've had since high school. It's my current project, one of them, my main project, and here it is. Bam, there it is. This is my 1972 Plymouth Duster. I bought this thing originally with a slant 6 in it out of a guy's barn. It was about 7 different colors, still kind of is. And I've had this car, like I said, for going on 14 years now. It has gone through many changes. This is about phase 3 so far. I swapped the slant 6 out in high school for a 360 that I built, and a torque flight, and an 8 1/4 rear end. But after several years of that and blowing it up, eventually ended up with a 440. This engine came out of a early 70s Winnebago, like Class A motorhome, and just a good cheap big block. Not a whole lot's been done to it. It's still a stock bottom end, low compression, but it's had some head work done and a pretty big cam. Of course, the pretty awesome fender wells. And it still has a torque flight, and just 3,000 stall and a shift kit I built. And surprisingly, still rocking that itty bitty 8 1/4. It's got an Auburn locker and 411 gears, but it's still holding up, regardless of what the internet tells you. Here's the interior, nothing special. Don't be fooled, folks, it's a lot of spray paint. This is my take on a 70s street machine. I wanted the barn find look, so this car used to be flat black, so I came out here and tried to sand through it and do kind of a fake patina, which it's alright for now until I actually paint it. The interesting thing though is this car has only been in this configuration for a few years, and I take it to a lot of local shows, and people come up and tell me stories about my car that never happened. I guess it's got people fooled. A lot of guys in their 50s and 60s come up and say, "Hey man, I remember that car. Yeah, me and my cousin used to race it." And yeah, sure you did, because it didn't exist. So currently we're doing some rear suspension work, trying to work on getting everything lined out, getting our ride height, getting our new springs set in, trying to get the correct track. These are SS springs, which similar to what came on a Hemi Dart, like a 68 Hemi Dart. Not exactly the same spring, but pretty close. And on these, the passenger side here sits actually a little higher, has a little higher spring rate, so your car does not sit level. And because this side has a higher spring rate and this side has a higher ride height than the left side, it will move the center of this axle towards the front. Your wheel gap will be real tight here and really big back here, and the driver's side will be pretty well centered. So that's one of the things that we are working on, is either shimming out the mount that the leaf spring bolts to, or some people like to drill their shock plate and just move that whole axle back on the locating pin. So we're going to just have to trial and error, play with it. Probably going to have this thing apart half dozen times. We've already had it apart half dozen times, so that's one of the things we're working on. Here's the wheels that are currently on it, some old Krager SSTs. They're all dirty right now, but they actually cleaned up pretty good. A little spit shine. Some M&H Race Masters. So this is the car. This is what we're going to be working on. We've got 2 other Dusters, or one's a Dart Sport, but this will be the main one for now. So stay tuned, and hope you like it. Please be sure to give us a like and a follow, and watch for more videos. Thank you.